Welcome, Internet Nomad, to the Making Progress Game Tales podcast for July 2026. This month was a busy month for me. Uh, right off the gate, the first video I posted was Game Tales Wrestling Episode 1. Now, this is something that I used to do with my friends. We would take wrestlers from different companies and try to make our own show. So, that is what inspired this series that I'm beginning. And I do shorts. I do 5 of them, 3 matches and 2 promos. So I decided I'm going to keep on doing that throughout the year and post the episodes once all the shorts are finished. So I'm going between Flash fan fiction Fridays being an original story, and then one's going to be a wrestling episode. I was going to do it on Wednesdays, but oh my gosh, I cannot do another weekly short series yet. I also played SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake and did a video on that. That was one of my favorite SpongeBob games. I don't think I like it as much because it's too complex. It's still a children's game, so it's very easy, but there's just so many moves you gotta wrap your head around. There's a lot of backtracking. It's not my favorite SpongeBob game. Battle for Bikini Bottom is going to be my one because that showed everything from the TV show. This was kind of like a mixture between locations from the show, but at the same time have a twist on it. Like, this is Jellyfish Fields, but it's the Wild Wild West. And yeah, I don't know. I made a video on Life is Strange comics. I'm going to go deeper into Life is Strange comics next year because I'm going to do a big Life is Strange retrospective, but this time with spoilers. So that's going to be a huge video, so I can't wait to do that next year. I also posted Superstar Mario Party. That was another Flash Fiction series. It was one of my most popular for a while. I guess people seeing Mario, they clicked it, but it was my least favorite to write. At the end, I was like, let me end this faster and faster because I don't have that many ideas for it. I was thinking of doing a season 2 eventually, but I really need to have like an idea of what I want to do. The games I've been playing, I beat the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. That was a really good game. I didn't like the story that much. It was kind of about war, and I don't like war that much. But then once it got into the supernatural, I was like, this is really picking things up. I do not know exactly the whole story. I'm going to have to see videos on it and try to piece it together. I also been playing the Quiet Things. I'm about 20 chapters in, and it's okay. It isn't the best thing that I ever played, but it also deals with such serious topics that when I do my game tell on it eventually, it's going to be a really downer of an episode, but it's talking about things that don't get talked about enough, which is probably why it's called The Quiet Things. I'm also playing a lot of Pokopia. I beat the 2 first areas. I'm on the 3rd, just trying to get Pokemon and stuff. I've been playing lots of Mario Kart. I'm actually, for the first time, doing time trials and just playing the circuit the way it is. I really love Super Mario Kart World, but Mario Kart World really needs more locations. Like, I've been playing the same Grand Prix with my family, and we're getting sick and tired of it. I also wish there was a way where we could do a Grand Prix with 3 laps for every track, but I don't think they're going to add that into the game. Write an update for this month. I finished Words Are Weird. So basically, I'm taking time off away from work, so I've been writing a whole lot. I finally finished that book, and I'm going to share it with you guys in December. But first, I have a huge major announcement. Audiobooks are going to be released on this channel. It's going to be a new series called My Own Tales. Basically, I've been writing for a long time, and I don't have a place to share my work. So I have a blog, and I shared it with you once or twice, but I'm going to add it to my website. I'm also going to put it in the link to this description, so you can read everything I ever wrote on that blog. But yeah, I'm going to pick significant dates where I want to release my books. So for Halloween, I'm going to do one of my darker books, and then I'm going to do one for Valentine's Day. I have one about love. So the AI suggestion for this video, I've been saving them on YouTube because they try to put AI into everything. And I thought it's kind of funny to see what AI thinks I should make an episode on. So this suggestion is the emotional power of indie game narratives. They have a lot of power, and it's because indie games don't have to go for the commercial appeal. They don't have to censor themselves for a big publisher. So they have that power. But at the same time, indie games are only bought if they could reach a lot of people. So their narratives are so strong and concise because these are creatives given freedom range, but at the same time, they connected with players. So that's why the emotional power of indie games really goes. There's games like the Chop Suey Rachel Foster, The Quiet Things. Like, these games are tackling heavy subjects that I don't think most big AAA games would even tackle in the same way. They would try to minimize the problems in the life and try to, clean it up and make it PG-13 so that everyone can play. But these indie games are really tackling narratives that I personally love, and I cannot wait for me to finish The Quiet Things. Even Mixtape, which wasn't even that dark, it was just indie people taking a narrative and trying to make it relatable to so many teenagers. And I think that's why that game had such a great impact. And I loved Mixtape. I love The Quiet Thing so far. I know it's going to probably have a really dark ending, which I am a fan of happier endings too. Like Tacoma or Gone Home. I thought, yeah, those games dealt with dark topics. But at the end, they didn't say, hey, everyone's doomed, They kind of said, oh, there was hope. There was something that came out of this situation. And I like to see that in life too. That was my podcast. So farewell, Internet Nomad.